back, everybody, to your favorite day of the week.
Like, do you want a donkey chain? Like a big
No.
donkey rope?
I want a subtle.
Cuban links.
Are they really called donkey chains?
Yeah, the
like,
thick ones.
LL Cool J wore the donkey chain.
Clark Kent.
Let's see. Was it? I thought it was called Dookie chain. But
No, Dookie.
Legitimately, how
you know what I'm saying? I got my Dookie chain on right now.
Hey, I
How-
Dookie stank.
how much older? How much older do I look with these glasses on?
Now you look like a Dookie chain. Stank ass chain. You look like your dad, like a dad. You're definitely
You
like
do.
a dad.
You're giving pure dad vibes right now.
Does it sit sideways? Do you ever feel like your eyes aren't symmetrical?
Mine are. I don't know about yours.
Mine aren't. Look how this eye's lower than this eye. I don't know if it's how I hold my head.
Dang.
Hey, sometimes I get the Forrest Whitaker. I'd be like this. Like one of my eyes be closed, and I don't know why. It'd be like all small like this.
It's a lazy
I'd be
eye.
For a whole day, I'd be Whitaker and just like the last king
Whitaker.
of Scotland. Just look at me.
Nicholas.
When people say,
I wish I could
they
do a
go,
Forrest Whitaker.
"What's up with your eye?" I say, "That's that Whitaker in me." I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm more Whitaker.
Whitaker.
Hey, that's
Joe,
that
bring your mic up just a little bit more.
That's that forest fire.
There it is. Yeah, that's
That
good.
forest fire in me. I hold it deep. That's that
Whelping up,
Whitaker.
whelping
That
up
Whitaker.
inside. Yeah.
That's a shirt.
Straight
Write it
Whitaker
down.
coming out of me right
You gotta
now.
have
The
You
Whitaker.
gotta have a fallback. You know what I look like today? You know, I realized, dude, I got some symmetrical eyebrows going on. Look at that. Look at those girls' tattoos on your face.
I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
You look like. God, I can't say it. I don't want to bust your balls.
Say it, Gaylord.
You look like you're on Snapchat and you put the girl filter on.
Oh,
That's how
that's
smooth like your face. Am I lying? I'm not lying.
No, he's not. What do you think
My
about
wife
it?
said today, she gave me a compliment. She goes, "Your face is so symmetrical." I was like,
Yeah. You look so much younger.
I appreciate that. I enjoyed the mustache.
Yeah.
Let me say, I had a great time with it, and I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
Nah, no disappointment.
I am
But
disappointed. I'm not
I
even gonna
miss
lie.
Joel. I miss me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back.
That was Joel for a while. This is Joel. You know,
Yeah, it's Joel. Joel from the block.
Joel.
the east
I
side.
mean, I'm just him. I'm just him.
Just dainty.
Just
and
clean shaven, rocking a
mean,
Irvin
just
Johnson jersey.
I'm 29. I don't like
Right.
feeling 39.
Right. Feeling fine. 29, feeling fine. Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, man. So yeah, I
So you
shaved
are.
it off. Donated it to Locks of Love. Like guys like you, Nick, who can't
Yeah.
grow full beards. I donate it, and they build them. They sew them. You look constipated. Don't look at me like that. Love face. I'm looking out for the beardless. The beardless. Nick, look at
Hold
me.
on. If they did that Locks of Love for beards, what would it be called?
Nick, I'm looking out for the beardless. Look at me. Who is this? I gave it up for a man. You have full beard. You have good beard. Stop making your faces.
Okay.
Remember, we're in the spaces and we're not in our own places.
I can't be mad at that. Look at that punum. Look at that jawline. I can't be mad at
I
that.
just dropped.
You
I
got
just
the
dropped
jawline, man.
That was that poetry
Strong.
for you.
The only way I have a jawline is if I
appreciate that.
shave right here.
The slam poetries.
That's like I build a jawline.
Yeah. I like paint a jawline with hair on my
I remember
face.
that. I remember that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chin strap.
Oh, the pencil thin.
Yeah, how did you do it so symmetrical? I need to know.
Dude, I did with a straight razor too. Not a straight razor. Like I didn't do it with a buzz.
Sweeney Todd.
Baragger. Are you the demon barber of Fleet Street? What is happening right now?
He's all.
You gotta start-
Hold on, guys. Hey, you got a belt? Why?
Dude, I tell you what though, I will say, I remember the first time that I went to a like true barber shop
Tell us about it. What happened?
and they whipped that damn blade out, and you're like,
Wait a minute. Okay, second. Wait. You know, I gotta ask. When you say
It's a
true
black
barbershop,
black barbershop.
thank you.
Yeah, and they whipped that thing out. Dude, the first time I ever went, no, that was the first time Dion, that used to work with me. Did you ever meet Dion?
Yeah,
Nick Barber?
Talking about- Yep.
So he's like, dude, come up to my shop. I'll take care of you.
Was
It's
Dion
on
a
me
white
first
man?
time, of course. Dude, I'm telling you, wrap the towel around my face.
It's an experience.
Like,
you don't
oh,
just
dude,
get.
it was great. It was
your
great.
hair
The only
cut.
reason that I don't still go there is because it was like on the other side of Mallard Creek. So you have to
me
get on
tell you
Mallard Creek
something.
and go all the way
deep,
down
it's
Mallard
deep.
Creek past.
Can I
mall.
interrupt you?
Yeah.
You
Try.
travel far distances for a great experience, man.
You do.
Yeah.
You drive that. You take your butt cheeks to Mallard Creek and you give that man what he deserves. He wrapped your face in a towel, man.
Come on, man.
Dude treated me well.
Supercuts ever do that? No.
No.
Nope.
Do you
Kmart
remember
ever do that? Never.
Get it out.
Never.
Dude, do you remember going to like Great Clips to get your haircut when you were little?
Never felt good about it.
I've never been to a Great Clips.
Really?
My
haven't
dad.
since I was 16, probably.
You guys know, okay, so every dad, I'm guilty of it, right? This is 100% a dad move. Nick, you wouldn't know it because you don't have boys yet. If you
true.
ever have boys, you may, whatever, but you always cut your kid's hair at least once. Like you think,
Dude.
and I'm telling you, dude,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
tell you something funny.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things where you buy you buy the clippers.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, maybe I should go to barber school. I don't know.
You get inspired.
Dude.
You start watching you put barbershop on all of a sudden. You're like, oh.
You couldn't be me on your worst day.
Hey, you start practicing your barbershop talk. Hey, kids, hey, just sit around the couch. Sit on the couch.
Yeah.
How about that game? Y'all saw that game? What's wrong with your face? Burger face.
Hey,
You know?
do you have to also be the guy that comes in and brings bootleg CDs? Like, what's up, y'all? Hey, got that brand new Nelly? Y'all trying to get that?
I told my wife, I said, listen.
$2. $2. Get
listen.
you that mixtape.
I said, listen, babe, I need you to go outside. Put this jacket on, okay? You come in. I need a good, thick New York accent. You selling
hey.
I say, do they work? You say, kinda, they work okay.
What you got to do is you got to play them on side B and then flip them on side A because you try to play side A first, it ain't going to play all the way through. So you got to
let me
go
ask
side
you-
B and then flip it right at the end.
Okay, let me tell you what's wrong. Okay, look, it's perfect, like perfect quality, like you in the movies,
right.
But it's captions only. Can you read? It's captions only, ain't no sound.
No audio.
This is the educational one. This is the one that you need to teach your kids how to read.
Dude,
we still
they gotta
got
read
read
them.
American Airlines.
Hey, could you imagine?
Got American at the bottom.
Could you imagine trying to watch a movie with no sound and only captions?
Oh, that was
Oh, my
stink.
God.
That'd be
There's
the
nothing
worst.
good.
Ugh.
Like, how
That'd
could
be
you
the
do it? Like,
worst.
I mean, I couldn't.
You would literally have to be the
It'd
voices.
be like a book. It'd be a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
It'd be like a book, but it'd be so fast. You'd be
It'd be like a visual book.
yeah, it'd be the worst book. You'd have to keep up so quickly.
Yeah. Could you still get excited? Like when you see something crazy, like, oh,
I
did
don't know,
you
you
read?
can't-
Did you read that?
I'd be like this. I'd be boom, like
Yeah. Instead of did you
You
see
probably,
that?
you
Did
could feel like if
read
you're in
what I
a
just
theater, you can
read?
feel the vibration, right?
Yeah, but something crashes, Nick. You're all boom.
You're making all the noises yourself. Yeah.
you'd- Oh, hey, I would do that. That would be fun, actually.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Terry, back down,
my
back down.
God,
Terry.
that's-
I'll never back down. Put your hands up. You do all the characters, all the
All the
sounds.
characters. Yeah.
Oh, look, he's walking
Make
in
it
the
your own
sand.
movie.
Dang, that would be, hey, see, that would be a dope idea for a theater. You know what I mean? Just call it like, the soap dish or something where people come in, they think they're going to watch the movie, but the sounds they get are from the people in the booth supplying all the sounds.
That'd be fun. That'd be so
All the
hard.
sound effects, yeah. All by mouth.
Dude, we need to create a
Here's a
theater
walk.
group.
Celery.
We need to
Celery.
create a theater group
Riding a horse.
where it's like a choose your adventure. Like we
play a
act
movie.
out something and then we just pause and look at the people.
We do the sounds.
And you say, which way do you want
The
me to
left
go?
door or the right door?
Left door, turn to
Wrong.
page 78.
He
Right door, turn to
chose
page
left.
120. You remember those books?
All right.
I
I
do.
do remember those books, yeah.
Netflix has them in a form of
Yes.
a way, and like,
Yes, they do.
like some cartoons, and there's even Minecraft like that or something like that. I think so.
That's fancy.
Yeah, the Minecraft Adventures.
Burp. Yep.
The
That's true.
Have you guys watched the Netflix episode or the Netflix series where you can watch it in any order and it still makes sense?
No.
There's a Netflix. Hold on.
I'm a bit
There's a
behind on
Netflix
my
show
Netflix
that
game.
came out like maybe 6 months ago
Yes.
that you can watch in any. You can watch
Okay.
the episodes in any order and it still makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Peep. I'm gonna have to peep.
It is called
her out.
Kaleidoscope. Came out January
I've heard about
5th.
it. I've heard about it. I just haven't watched
Nice.
it.
We watched like 4 episodes, but we never
I
finished.
love a good kaleidoscope when I was a kid. Like I'm that kid,
Dude.
just staring at it, twistity, just looking at it, just looking. Nick, you know the ones, Nick. Then the ones
Yeah.
you just twist them.
Yeah, at the end.
Different.
Yeah.
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 You turn them up and you're just like twisting them.
I like the one that's got the wheel on it though. Like it's just the. You remember
Geez,
the
you're
wheel? You
fancy.
just-
That's how kids
Yeah.
have acid trips.
Yep.
Yeah, back in
It's
the day.
fancy,
you know what I
man.
mean?
I used to love a good kaleidoscope. They called me Kaleidoscope Kenny because
Dang.
I kept one in my pocket
Just-
all the time.
That sounds like
I just
a.
never-
Walk around.
Listen, I never stopped colliding. You know what I mean?
You're like, hey,
I would.
cake in.
I started like a club. You know, we
The
were the
colliders.
kaleidoscope. We were the kaleidoscope kids. Is what they called
Kaleidoscope
us.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, our jackets were like
Kaleidoscopy.
every color,
Hey,
glistening.
no shame, no shade, bro. But
Never.
that sounds like a
Never.
dope like kids book series, the Kaleidoscope Kids.
Yeah, they were. We were
Like
kids of
that
all
would be
races.
but the like every time you look through it, it becomes a new adventure.
That's
Like,
right.
Oh, check out Kenny's new kaleidoscope, and then you look through it, boom! It takes you to the Collider world where there's
It's like the
you
magic.
never know what's gonna happen in the
Here
Collider
you go.
world.
Kaleidoscope kids. Kids from different mothers, different colors, but still sisters and brothers. Yeah. Kaleidoscope.
Every song in the '90s had that theme in it. Boo, boo, boo,
So yeah, that was me. I was a kaleidoscope kid, and
Yeah.
I was always just turning it.
colliding, just going around colliding.
Yeah,
How did you do that
said,
again, Joel?
I was like just turning it out.
That's one in the chat for Pat. Pat, you get one in the chat for that because I see what you're trying to do. All right, you just can't help yourself. You dirty boy.
I'm sorry.
And that was funny. No, I was
That's
just
the alpha brain
kaleidoscoping.
talking.
I'm just out here colliding, okay?
Oh, that's the other brain talking.
Hush,
That's
hush,
the
hush,
other
hush.
brain talking.
Hush, hush,
There's
hush.
no alpha in that brain.
You got a delta. You talking about your delta brain?
See, you get one in the chat for that one. See, I'm spreading them around.
Come on, man.
You dirty boys. Come
listen.
on.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I wore a basketball jersey, which nobody in the world does,
Right.
except for professional basketball players and fans.
They're still pretty popular. They're still pretty popular.
You know,
If
I
you
just-
go
I
to a
can't-
game,
Yeah, that's it. Like I can't see wearing a jersey with shorts or like jeans.
Yeah.
It just feels
Well,
weird.
most people wear a hoodie underneath. You know what I mean? Like they'll wear the jersey.
Yeah.
But you're like bare chested jersey right now. Like that's
Let me
rare.
just say,
That's rare.
I'm ready to, I'm
That
ready
is
to play.
rare.
Amen.
Ready to ball.
Amen. I'm ready to play. But
Ready to
first
stack it
off,
up?
I got too much body to put a sweater on underneath here. Like what's the heck?
yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I'd be like a teddy bear wearing a freaking jersey.
you look like a mascot.
Yeah, we
Looking
came
all
up.
stupid. Just looking stupid.
We came up in the age of wearing snug jerseys. Like that's not
Yeah.
a thing anymore.
You want
Like,
tight.
Yeah, when we had not really. Our football jerseys weren't tight.
Dude,
They were
these
more
kids-
loose until
These kids are wearing big shirts and then booty shorts. Boys.
Yeah.
Bro, these kids,
Yeah.
these guys' scrotums are hanging out the bottom.
the short shorts is becoming a problem.
Dude, khakis are now underwear. No joke.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
It's like Daisy Dukes on guys.
They are. Heck yeah. Danny Dukes.
Danny Dukes. Danny Dukes. Danny
Donnie
Dukes.
Dukes. I don't know which.
You can get those from
Danny.
JC. You can go
Donnie
get those
might be
from
better.
you can get those from JC Penney's. The old
And
Donnie
get
Dukes. Yeah.
Get you a pair.
Right next to St. John's Bay.
Get you a pair. Make sure you shave down there. Danny Dukes.
JC Penney's making St. John's Bay a thing since 1986. Yeah.
Remember those St. John's Bay sweaters?
Boy,
that your
do
grandma
I.
used to get you
Do I? Every Christmas
Things
I'm
are
getting
like-
a brand new St. John's Bay.
30 pounds of cotton.
Just heavy.
Yeah,
Heavy.
Taking out sheep for
it's
that.
like a weight vest you can run in.
That's like part of their pitch. Part of their pitch. We use 3 whole sheep's worth.
Freaking sleeve hung down to the freaking way down here,
Yeah.
you know, with the
Sheep don't
cuffs,
stand a
like,
chance.
Yeah. Jeez.
No wind's cutting through this sweater.
At all,
No,
dude.
you're gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat in negative degree weather.
Hey,
The
those,
St.
hey,
John's
that
Bay.
was truly the fabric of your lives back then, you know, because you were getting the touch and the feel of cotton. Like, let's go.
Man,
Yeah,
that's true.
My sweater ain't
kids-
thick. I don't want it.
yeah.
So kids around town, I see, it'd be like 95 degrees and they're in hoodies.
Dude,
That's
it's
Peyton.
insane.
That's
I
my
mean, what
daughter,
is
bro.
up? I mean, what's happening? Looking like criminals. I mean, it makes like you're melting. You're melting.
Yeah.
I don't look at that person and go, oh, he looks cozy. Look at him.
Oh, he looks
Sweating on
hot.
this hot day.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I can't understand it. And there's no way. Are you willing to sacrifice your you're willing just to drench yourself to be cool looking?
It's all about the
I mean,
swag.
you gotta be miserable. You're just like,
Hey, bro,
what
you-
up, hey, he's like, what up, dog? Hell yeah. As soon as they leave, I can. Hey, yeah.
show.
Got that fresh.
I'm swagged out, Shane.
He's all,
Peeling it off.
you sweating? Hey, bro, you sweating? Nah.
Hey, swag don't sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Swag don't sweat. You feel me?
Don't sweat.
Hey, I glisten. That's all. That's just, I'm a vampire.
Hey, you can't sweat when you covered in drip. Hey, you don't sweat when you
that's all.
drip.
It's just my drip.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you, it's just my truth.
No, I'm just dripping, bro. No, literally.
When you get to a certain age, when you start sweating, you just gotta start losing clothing.
Dude, like, I don't get it.
Nah, not them. Not
I've
them.
never in my life been like, man, on the hottest day, I just gotta throw this hoodie. It's my favorite hoodie. It's
put it
my
on.
favorite.
Gotta
It's
put it
my
on.
favorite shirt. It's like
If I
a
put
blankie.
on a hoodie and walk outside and think it's too hot, I'll walk back inside and change clothes before
Peeling
I
it
continue
off.
my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a barbarian. I just take it off right there. I look around and say, hey, what up? Hey, who's staring up in my neighborhood?
His fault.
If you don't like it, stop looking. You know how people do stuff out in the open?
Yeah.
And you're like, stop looking.
Go back inside.
I'm in my yard. I'm in my yard.
That's right. I haven't crossed the threshold of the street yet. This is me.
You know, I love the most when people who rent homes are like, it's my property.
It's not.
You want my property? No,
It's totally not.
sir.
It's totally not. It's not.
You lie.
You're a
I, mean,
sublease.
I get the principle, like it's
Yeah.
kind of yours, but
Sort of,
it's
kind of.
not yours. Like,
Yeah.
get off my property.
Almost like when women have weed, but what do they say? I paid for it. It's mine.
That's true. It is
It's
hers.
technically
It is
you
hers.
paid for it.
It is
but
hers.
Who did
It's
it
hers.
come from?
Rashid. Came from Rashida's head. $10 a dome.
That's a $10 a deal. That's right.
$10 a dome.
It's like,
Addition.
it's fresh. That's just so weird. Like, this is
Yeah.
fresh Indian hair. You got that Brazilian hair? Absolutely.
Hey, wait.
Like,
They call that
it's weird.
They call that Hawaiian silky. That's that.
What is your
Yankee.
job?
You know, what
you
I'm
just
saying?
grow hair to cut it off.
What if, dude? What
Hey,
if,
you
why-
making buku bucks?
We need to make it a thing for guys to start wearing wigs.
It already
wanna-
is. It's called a lace front, Pat. Where you been?
Is
Under a rock?
What?
Yeah. Look at
Oh,
lace
you're talking about
fronts
like
for
people
men.
that you're talking about the people that like are balding. They can put it on like
For
wig
sure.
on and fix
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah.
What's up,
Pat
just
literally
saying.
looks like he was under a rock today.
Oh, yeah.
Like you literally just crawled up from under like, oh.
I got a
See this.
podcast to
See
go
the
do.
thing. I forgot. How long has it been?
That came out like this.
How long has it been?
Yeah, legit.
Ah,
Dang,
blood,
Nick's,
it's bright.
Nick's shading you on the low.
oh.
That's your guy, Nick. What's up with that?
It's my boy, man. It's my
Don't
boy.
dish. Don't
This
dish
is what
that
happens
dish.
when I actually get some rest. Is
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got to
know
look
anything.
up. You got to do is look up lace fronts for men, bro. They got beard fronts.
seen it-
They got head fronts. You can
Do
get
they?
everything laced up right now. Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
I'm
I
just
would
saying,
get
like,
one
every
if
time-
it didn't cost me $1,200.
Every time that I sit there and I'm like, man, I wonder what I'd look like with that hairstyle. Like, I wish I grew my hair out longer.
Nick,
Like, just
Nick.
show up the next day with some long ass hair and,
Nick, I
and a
want you
ponytail,
to-
and everybody just be like,
you both need to understand you can't put a cost or a price on beauty. Okay?
true.
Do what you have to do. Mortgage the home.
I'll tell you what.
Hey, it's
I'll
your
tell
head.
you
You,
what.
know what I'm saying? It's your head. Do it.
I'll tell you what. Why don't y'all be homies and
Hey, I
start a
got 5 on
GoFundMe?
it. I got 5 on it.
Start a GoFundMe, and your boy will show up with a lace front.
Man.
Boof.
Can I? Okay, how about this?
Of your
How about-
choice.
But hold on, if
Of
you
your choice. Not my choice, but of your choice.
if
because
you get a
started
lace
GoFundMe.
front, eventually it has to come off, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this, Nick? How about we get people to donate hair and we make it ourselves?
I don't know about that one. That sounds unsanitary. I'm just be real.
Listen.
That sounds
I know-
Have all
listen,
different color hair.
unsanitary.
I'm
Listen,
like, well, you gonna be
that's
blonde
so-
up?
Let me tell you
be
something, let me
blonde
tell you
up
something.
here, Nick, but you gonna be a little brown over here.
Let me
And we got
tell-
some
let me
dark.
tell you
We can
something,
save the
Nick.
dark.
Let me tell you something, Nick. Right here. I realize this, okay? I work with Mexicans. They can do anything.
I know.
I'm telling you, bro. We give them hair. We give them hair. He'll say, "What do you want me to do with this, sir?" I say, "Turn it into a lace front." Okay, Mr. Man. Take it.
Watch a
Delivery,
damn, watch a
bro.
YouTube video and knock that
Boom.
shit out.
Nick, we could take donations. I got a bunch. All yours.
Ew, see, no.
All yours.
You lost me. You lost me right there because I knew.
All yours, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That would see, and that's why I'm afraid.
I would never give you
Because-
pubes. Like I would just give you.
I'm not. It's not you I'm worried about. It's other people I'm worried about because they're part of the campaign. They're like, hey, beggars can't be choosers. It shouldn't matter where it comes from, bro.
Dude,
if I have a
could you,
pube, ugh,
Could you imagine what those bags are gonna look like,
bro.
You're like,
Oh,
yeah.
bro.
Hey, you'll know mine because they'll be shiny and nice.
Conditioned to a T.
It might look like tinsel, just beautiful. Nick, mine will look.
Joel's hair will be in the front.
Listen, mine will look so healthy, it'll look like it's on a head, just in the bag.
Just
There must be skin on the other side of that keeping it alive.
would you scalp yourself? Like,
That's how healthy it's gonna look. You're gonna be like, man,
bro.
Look,
You
other
putting
people's-
that image alone. People are cruel too, man. We don't
They
live
are.
in an age where people would give nice things. I would literally get a bag of pubes. Like it would be a 13-gallon bag of just straight pubes. And
Man,
people would
jungles.
be like, do it. Wear it. No, bro. No. I need that 100% Hawaiian silky on this scalp. You see what I'm saying? If it ain't
you-
Brazilian, I ain't putting nothing up there. You know what I'm saying?
would you take? Let me think. What about soft Mexican lady arm hair? Tortilla makers just beating them up.
That is some
That hair
soft.
is yours.
That is
you got
some soft
flour,
hair.
like flour, just grown into it.
Yeah.
So you know that stuff is nice
It's natural.
and fluffy.
It's natural.
It's fluffy hair.
I gotta
Take
admit that is some soft hair. You know what I'm saying? Some
on,
soft. Hey, you call it abuelan, and I'm putting it up
Hey,
there. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying,
Also,
yeah.
some of that abuela hair.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
call
I
it
mean?
abuela
Enriched.
tu. Yeah, that's right.
Enriched abuela.
Abuela front. Not This is from fresh.
Hey, can I-
This is from fresh abuela arms.
Can I get
Hold on,
the
somebody give me a commercial for it.
abuela in front right there? I appreciate
They
that.
be like, look, just doing it.
Yes. Yes.
From the hills of Mexico, the kitchens of Abuelita, the finest of Abuela France. Have a sniff.
Smells like fresh tortas. Smells like
Cállate.
tortillas out of the ovens.
Cállate. Cállate, mijo. Touch it. It's soft.
It's very soft.
Imagine on your head.
It be nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is it.
You gotta see. Hey, you had me at hoi. That's what you had me at.
You know, I'll have some, please.
I don't know that abuela front. It might be a thing. That might be a thing.
Could we do it?
100%. I want 100% abuelan fleece to touch the scalp.
I get so mad.
Abuelan fleece. That's soft. It don't get no softer than that, man. That is enriched with natural oils and flour.
Listen, and
alone.
we're talking about bleachless flour. That
Yeah,
fresh.
that's that fresh maize.
And listen, they say in Mexico they call it that bueno, that good.
Bueno.
God.
It's 100% bueno.
Bueno.
It's a guarantee. It's good. That's good.
You know?
That's good. With that, let's kick this thing off. That's a good time to go ahead and kick it off, man. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. All right, guys, welcome back to your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, and this is the podcast. And man, we've already kicked this thing off. We're having a great time. We're going to go ahead and say what's up to the homies Joe Reyes and Patrick Price. Fellas, what's going on? Welcome back.
What up?
Oh, man. We also have a fresh-faced friend in the house. It's Joel.
Right.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Give it up. Joel is back. We're glad
May
to
that
have you.
mustache rest in peace.
May it rest in
I
peace.
tell you,
Had a good run.
There are parts of me that when I was shaving it off, I thought maybe I should keep it. And then I thought,
Yeah.
it's not me. Like, I like it and it's fun and I'll do it
Yeah.
again, but it's just not who I want to be right now.
Did you have one of those like internal flashbacks, like in the movies, where like something was great for a while,
Oh, dude,
and then
yeah.
it goes away, but it plays in your head?
This is how I
and
saw
you're
it.
just
Look,
like, oh,
this is what it was.
Yeah.
I saw it in slow motion. It was like this. I had a red shirt on. It was all,
yeah, and there it is. Just thinking about on all the good times you had with the mustache,
and then I was
all the laughs, all the good times, the Snoop Dogg. It doesn't even look the same. It doesn't even look the same. It's just not you. That's Zoolander.
Doesn't hit as hard.
it's okay. You know,
Yeah.
it's I'm not a black man, so that's okay.
It's true. It's true.
I'm also not a Vato.
This is also true. You're
So-
Joel. You are.
I
who you
am.
are.
I am him. I am he. I am I.
Yeah. But we're glad to have you. Either way,
Yes.
man. So glad that you're here. How are things?
Fantastic, man.
I love to
Feeling
hear it.
good.
I love to hear
yeah,
it.
wish it would stop raining,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a good
it has
time,
been.
good week. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to hear this coming week's podcast. I'm excited for
Yes.
this podcast to drop because it's been a good time, man. So
It's been a great time. We had some really good conversations, man. Some really good laughs. Pat, what's up, man? You look well rested.
I am well rested for once.
Good for you. Good for you.
For
You've been
about
a
2
busy,
more weeks.
busy
you
little
look like-
bee.
look like you sleep in a hammock.
Do I? Maybe that
I don't
needs to be
know.
my new gimmick.
Just
is
out
my
in nature.
outdoors. Yeah.
Just
an
out
outdoor
in
guy.
nature, just sleeping
I'll
on
start
the
walking around barefooted. Get some of those shoes that like have
Ugh.
like slots for your toes. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude.
Soak up those nutrients through your feet, through your
Pat,
epithelium.
Nick, stand by me on this.
All right.
Pat, I'm gonna tell you off top. You
Yeah.
show up in those shoes, we're gonna jump you.
You're getting jumped.
I would
Definitely
never
gonna get
pick those
jumped.
shoes.
No, we're gonna gang jump, and I'm gonna take those shoes, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the toes off, and I'm gonna put them back on them like weird rubber socks.
They're gonna be like this.
Yep, exactly how they're gonna look. Just gross.
Yeah, we're gonna
um,
jump, Patrick. That's gonna happen. Just it's because we love you. It's not
jump
because we
you.
hate you.
We would
but
jump
you're
you
gonna
with
get
love.
jumped with love. We're just
I
gonna
get it.
pummel you.
I get it. I'm going to give you the most white answer I can give you on this is that my next shoe purchase I have decided are going to be Air Max golf shoes.
Gay.
I got them pulled up right here.
Hey, whoa, why are you gay?
I feel like we need a button now. I feel like we need we need one on cue. I think we can make that happen. Just boom, just right on cue. Push the button and pose the question, man. Awesome, man. Dude, we've got so much lined up for you this episode, man. We're having a good time.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll kick it off, man. So I got sleep.
What's up, dog?
I got sleep apnea, right? I think we've confirmed that I have sleep apnea.
You're a snorer. We know this.
I'm heavy. I'm a Snorlax. If I was a Pokemon, I'd be a Snorlax.
Nick snores so much that like, if he stayed the night, I'd probably sleep in my bathroom.
It's true.
Yeah.
It
You
is-
know,
unless you're intoxicated,
yeah,
you ain't going to sleep.
it's a fact. It's a fact.
Nick,
It's a fact.
I don't understand how you sleep. It's so crazy how your brain just blocks it out.
I don't know. It's weird.
You don't-
Like it should
hear
wake you
dude.
up. It's so loud. It should wake you.
You would
up.
think
Like,
so.
Like I don't get. Like think about this, dude.
Yeah.
It's so loud, but it doesn't even. What you don't even hear it. Your ears are turned off.
I have a good
How
night's
does that
rest.
even work?
I have a
Like,
good
if
night's rest.
Listen, if I yelled as loud as some people snore, you'd wake up. Hands down. You'd wake up. But you can snore as loud as I yell and not wake up.
You know why it is? You know why that is? It's almost like it's like an internal purring, like a cat. You know, like a cat's purr is soothing. It's just an internal. It's like a. But to you guys, it's almost like I'm starting an engine. You know what I mean? It's a V8 special with the, with the racket pack on there. You know what I mean?
It is a it's a screamer.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's what do they call them? What are those mufflers called?
Yeah.
And people have
Oh, the shotgun mufflers, just
Oh yeah, the Flowmaster.
it's just a
Flowmaster.
oh yeah, no, it's
Like-
bad, dude.
Remember, you know how some people poke holes in them and they go,
for the with the scat pack, yeah.
you are a scat pack.
Oh man,
I'm just kidding. I'm
the
just
Dodge.
dissing
Yeah,
you.
I'm the Charger with the scat pack. No, what I
Yeah,
had.
so what about it?
Yeah, so I had an epiphany, man. I was really just like thinking to myself, like, you can't have a CPAP and be single, Pat.
Facts. Well, tell us what a CPAP is.
So a CPAP is a machine that literally gives you extra oxygen and keeps your
Yep.
airway open so that you don't snore.
It's attractive.
It's yeah.
It's nuts.
We'll post a picture on the website once it get up and running. But it requires you to wear some type of mechanism, full
If I
face,
walked in-
nose pillow,
listen,
or yeah.
If I walked in a nose pillow, what the heck?
It's called a
I gotta
nose
wear
pillow. Yeah.
He's like, I got to replace this one. This one's dead. I need a
I'm
nose.
trying to be vulnerable here, and you're laughing at my pain, man.
Like, I'll get you a new little nose pillow. I'll get you like a satin one.
I prefer not to wear that, sir. Thank you
I
very
would
much.
assume it would be like for the miniature couches that you can buy at the store.
Yeah, just a little.
Those, just-
No, it's like an oversized. Is it pronounced cannula? It's like an oversized cannula.
this is not. Hey, as you pronounce it, it gets worse and worse. I'm just.
which
like
leads me to my point. Like, you have to be in a committed relationship.
I mean,
If you wear a CPAP, this is literally a device you have to strap on your face just so you can breathe at night. Like,
Looks like an
Makes
alien
it's
dry
got
humping
tentacles.
your
Like you got
nose.
you got two tentacles on each. One out here, one out here, one out here,
Yeah.
one out here, and you're strapped in. Like from
You
the
are.
back, you look
Yeah,
like Darth
like-
Vader. You look. I mean, you're bald. You look like Darth.
yes.
Yeah,
From the back.
Jeez.
you're bald. You look like
No,
Darth
just because it's strapped like Darth Vader's bald. You know, like that's how I was joking. But you know
When
how
he
it
takes his
straps
helmet
like-
off.
Yeah, duh. No, like you're.
This is getting worse.
He's also super white.
I'm gonna
Like, what-
I'm gonna take a picture tonight, and we're gonna compare and see if I truly look like Darth Vader from the back. Like,
If
I
you
don't
send
think
me
you
if
could
you send
date.
me a picture tonight, I'm gonna put it on the podcast next week.
oh, I'm gonna send a picture of my facial piece. Like, go ahead, sir.
I don't.
Oh, I thought
I
you
don't
were gonna
think
put
you
it
could-
on and take a selfie.
Nick, I don't think you could date if you have to. If you require sleeping with that
There's no
CPAP,
way. There's no way.
you couldn't even sleep over.
Have to sleep in the
No.
recliner every day.
You because you listen. First of all, you'd have to bring it with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
because
Hey,
you
hold
only
on, babe.
yeah.
You just meet her and hey, it's been a great. This has been a wonderful night.
let me strap it on before we go to yeah. Just imagine right after you do the do, right? Instead of rolling over and just like cuddling and going to sleep, it's like,
What's
hold
the-
on, baby, let me
What's the do?
sexual relations,
Okay,
relations,
love.
yeah,
Make love when you have love.
making love,
When you're
right?
married and you have
Yeah,
love.
no. It
Right,
doesn't happen when you're
absolutely.
married.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you know. So just imagine you make relations, right? Hot,
Yes.
sweaty relations, and then you roll over, and the first thing you do is strap on your CPAP. Like, come on.
I mean, you can't like Nick. You can't really cuddle somebody with a CPAP.
First of all, you're limited. You'll both be wrapped up in your hose.
You have to. You
know
have
what you
to
gotta
lead
hope
in
for?
with the joke. You have to lead in with the joke after.
Yeah, you
I
got
don't know
to,
what
you
the
got
joke
to.
would be.
There is
Like,
no
oh,
joke.
you join the dark side.
Listen,
Nick's like, you should take. Hey, take some Ambien, babe. Nick's got to get her to sleep, and then he puts it on.
I have to listen. I have to drug her.
Nick's all, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna finish watching ESPN. I'm wide awake.
Yeah, right.
Hey, when you snore though, when you snore, you do that.
Yeah.
You crank the engine. You know, like you said, the engine, like
You're trying
it's
to
not
start. You're trying to
starting right
start
now.
the
It's
old
like,
truck.
yeah, like ding, 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 ding. We're just cranking that jump. Like it needs a new spark plug. You know, it's not ready. So
You know what I have to tell her? I'd have to strap it on and be like, "Who's your CPAPy?"
It's
But
one of those
listen,
things.
That might be the
Listen, you
joke.
gotta
That
hope-
might be the joke. Like,
Here's,
to get it all.
here's one thing I know. One thing I know for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. There are not many things in the world that exist, right? That you can say, "Oh, this is for dudes." You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like for
sure.
Like tampons are for ladies. Okay,
Right.
we know that.
Of
Okay,
course.
that's a fact.
Well,
Okay, but CPAP
Unless you have
machines-
anal leakage.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Whoa.
That's a right in there. Just
I
That's
don't know. I just what I
if-
heard.
Put that on the
I
list of
had-
things for dudes.
Well, I'm so lost.
He's thrown off.
You're
You
off.
threw Joel off. Like,
My
whoa.
bad.
What were we talking about?
We were saying things
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
okay, so
specifically for men.
here's
Yeah.
100%, bro. Like, I have never ever seen a lady with a CPAP machine. And
Listen.
what would you do? What would you do?
Listen. It would be called a sea mammy.
A C mom.
That would be.
Sea ma'am. Yeah.
I've never thought about that,
It
but
just
I think
came
you're
to me
right,
like,
Joel.
Like, I've never seen a girl with one. Girls because girls don't snore. Most girls, I mean, there's some girls that snore. I'm sure.
There's some
I'm
girls
sure.
that saw logs,
But
man.
most girls have that like that little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they have,
Just
or
that-
they're like they only snore when they're super exhausted, like when they've had like a couple of days with no sleep.
It's a long day. Yeah. No, I couldn't imagine a hot chick with a CPAP. Like I just
Would
like,
you-
like
Would you take a snorter or a farter at night?
farter.
Farter.
What if they were dank?
Ooh.
Like what if they were like body?
Now wait a minute.
wrappers
Are we talking like farting all night,
all night? Like she
like
farts all night.
nonstop? Oh,
Yeah, like it's just like that night that we hung out.
oh yeah. If it's like that, yeah. No, I'll take a snore all day. I'll go.
She
I'll
gets
go.
hot.
I'll go lay in the bathtub.
So
I'm taking a
So you're telling me? Wait, you're telling me? Here's the thing, then, Nick. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's what you fail to remember.
Okay.
Okay. Just like you can't hear your snores, right?
She can't smell her
Eventually
farts.
No, eventually you stop smelling the farts.
Oh,
You're
I
just
go nose
living in
blind.
it. Like, yeah, eventually. Remember we left the room and remember we were in the room the whole time, right? And
It's true.
Like it stopped smelling and then we left and came back and it was we stepped in the oven. Like we were cooking. Like we were marinating in that sauce. That air was thick.
Bro,
We didn't need it. Like the blankets were heavy by just nature.
Pat, we were basking in the brulescence. Like it was Phoenician. Like whoa. What? Here's the thing. But I guess the ultimate question to your
taking
question
the
is
snore.
no. Wait. Let me go back to the farting thing. Right. So the ultimate question, your question is, for a woman that smells that bad, is it an immediate deal breaker?
Okay, let me ask you this though. Here's what changes the deal. I guarantee it. A cute little booty.
No.
Like I mean, like I know it sounds bad. Like hear me out. Okay, hear me out right now, guys. Let me explain.
Oh. Okay. Go. This is great.
So,
Go ahead.
Hear me out. Okay. Like, okay, like your wife. Okay, your wife has
Right,
a nice bum, right?
Okay. Yep.
And it just lets out little stink bombs. It's not so bad. Like, it's not so bad. Just like you're just like,
Little darts in the
Like-
night.
but it's a cute one. It's like if it's cute, but I think if it's not, if it's just there, if
It's
a hot one,
bolsterous.
like,
Yeah,
it's
if it's
just
just-
like,
If it's
like
just
it's
a
one of
bud.
these. Like it's one of these. Like a mean one.
So basically, you're saying she's letting her short shots all night, but they
Yeah.
stank.
But it's like like
I'm going to
I
the
can-
tub.
But she's got a cutie booty.
She's got a cute little booty. Like no,
I think I would laugh hard.
yeah, I would,
I would laugh hard. Yeah,
I think it would never get old. I think it would never get old because I would always make jokes. And
I
think it would last
I just
for
feel
eternity.
to answer your question, I would just feel like if it was really bad, it could be a deal breaker for me. Like,
like eggs.
yeah, like if it was sulfuric, like I think I'd have to get out of there. Like I would give you the night, but that would be it. Like I probably wouldn't get in contact with you.
If it smelled like
Yeah.
sulfur.
If it smells like the rotten eggs, yeah,
It
that's a
felt like-
deal breaker.
If it
So
smelled like my nostrils were burning.
okay, to answer your question, I
So you're
think
taking a snore.
I'm gonna sleep in the tub. I'll take the snore
I'm taking a cute booty farter.
every time.
That just sounds terrible.
I mean, it sounds. I'm not meaning it bad. I'm just saying.
It's just what it is. Pat, you're all right. You got to answer the question. Are you going for the Snorlax or the cute booty patootie?
Or a drooler.
I mean, I feel like
I could handle a drooler.
yeah,
Drool
drooler wouldn't
stinks,
bother
bro.
me.
Sleep drool stinks.
Does it?
Oh, it looks bad in the morning too. Yeah,
know,
never
it's
mind.
like-
yeah, It gets
You
crusty.
know how you ever drooled on your neck and then forgot to wash it and smelled it later? It's like,
I've never been
it
in.
is
Oh, it's almost like earring backs.
like
Yeah.
spit gets on you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Some
No,
people don't
yeah.
spit.
Probably not a drooler because
Foul.
eventually this is going to be on you.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
know?
yeah. That's a deal breaker too.
I mean,
Pat, what are you taking?
Logistically, I feel like if I could go to sleep quickly, I wouldn't smell the farts.
Well,
But the snoring would wake me
You
up.
say that. You say that. But I can firmly stand here before you both
Yeah.
and state the facts that my wife multiple times has been woken up
Oh, okay.
by my cheeks.
As have I.
And
As
like
have
she's,
I.
Butt
I
trumpet.
mean, listen, she is dead asleep and she wakes up and slaps the crud out of me because I'm
What?
laughing. Like that, like in the arm though, or not a hard one. She don't hit hard, like not like that, like
Yeah.
nasty, you know, like that. If it
You're
wakes
like,
her
what?
up, if it wakes her up, I have empathy for her. I still laugh. Like, I
Pat,
say
Because
I
farts
say
are
this.
funny.
This is what you say. This is what you have to say. What do you want me to do? Sleep in the bathroom? God, I pay rent here.
but Patrick, Joe has one of those farts where you wake up and immediately go, "Oh!" Like it's one of
Yeah,
those.
that's not
Like
true.
it's deep.
That's a
bro.
lie.
Bro,
I mean,
your
I'm
fart-
going to say
Joel.
I have to take. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Joel, you have the type of farts that touch your soul. That touch a man's soul. It goes
just the
straight
kinda
to your
guy I
innards.
am.
You know what I mean? Like, it just
That
goes.
is just listen. That is just the kind of guy that I am. I'm a soul toucher.
You have the farts that touch your heart. I'm just saying, like you feel it.
I'm taking the farter because I fart a lot, so I feel like
Yes,
it's,
sir.
Oh, so you're gonna match farts?
Pound it. That's exactly what I say.
Yep.
You're matching
I can't-
farts? You going fart
I
for
can't
fart?
expect her
Yeah, I
to
mean,
hang
it,
out
like-
with me.
I'm surprised that Katie puts up with how much I fart,
I'm surprised I put up with that much you fart.
Yeah.
We're still friends.
Sure.
but I don't
Pat's-
like. I have a serious.
You have some
I don't know
farts
if
though
it's-
that smell.
Pat's got earthy ones.
No,
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into it. Let's not go down that.
Yeah, let's not. Okay, I'm with you.
Listen, like I have a theory that I can't. I've never been able to burp.
Okay.
Like I don't burp ever.
Oh man, it's not.
So
bad.
I
It's
think
not
that's why I
great,
fart
but-
so much. Is that
You think that it all
that's-
comes out of your bum?
Yeah. I have
it
gas.
has to
It's
do
not gonna
that.
come. It's not gonna come out of
It
my.
has to do that.
Like if I drink beer and I can't burp. Like after I chug a beer, I fucking
Ooh, I
want to puke
burped.
for like
Hey Pat, I just showed off.
yeah no
In
hey,
your
hole
face.
in my face.
Pat, watch this.
Oh,
All day I burp.
How do you do that?
Oh my god!
How?
I quit.
How?
you suck it in, you
Nick.
hold it, and you let
Nick.
it out. Yeah.
Nick, that sounds like you sucked it in from behind. Nick, it's like this. Because I didn't see you suck anything in. That just came out. Like, you had one in the chamber.
I did. That thing was ready.
I can't.
That was a rumpus.
I can't. I
ready.
wish I could.
I've been doing this
I was
since
never taught.
Hey, I was doing this since I was a kid. That's because you need to get punched in the jejunum. That's what it is.
Oh, that's the
Someone needs a
the puking. I've never thrown up.
semi-pro. Yeah,
Ooh.
semi-pro.
Oh,
You're
color
just
me
a
jealous. Color
you're
me
a bragger. Bragger, bro. Really? You gonna pull up?
Hey, sometimes I brag and sometimes.
Seriously, bro? Cinnabon
jealous. I
flex?
don't have. You know what? No. Eat your cinnamons. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're wild. You're a wild boy for that
Hey,
one.
my God. My God.
You're a wild boy. You're a
tell you something, bro.
wild boy.
One thing I love for sure,
Talk about it.
Cinnabons.
Cinnabons are good.
Why is
Cinnabons
that
are good.
cream so delicioso?
It's the only cream I actually enjoy.
It's so buttery.
I'm telling you, man, it's got to be, it's just goodness. It's just goodness, man. Just
They
goodness.
put this ingredients. What is it? Goodness.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's just, CPAPs are just, you got to find the right woman, right? Because the thing about it is, dog, plus women also dog you out at 22 with a CPAP. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing.
that you won't be able to live it down, right? I
I
don't
think
know.
people you think girls are like, get out of my face with your CPAP, hey.
Probably.
Ooh, I
We
didn't
live
say
in-
the word. See that?
We live in modern times,
Hey.
man. Women are vicious.
Well, maybe you should glamorize the CPAP. Maybe you should bejewel one.
I'm gonna bejewel my CPAP, my ResMed
And you should
flex.
put
Let's
it.
get
You
it.
should start a Twitter or something or a TikTok.
It just
And
say
it's like You call it
CPAP of the week.
CPAP-y. You call it CPAP-y. And you're like, tonight we CPAPing, and today I put eucalyptus in my CPAP.
We're gonna
I
sexualize.
can't wait to go to Dreamland.
Sexualize CPAP. Sexualize CPAP. Make it
What
sexy.
I'll do is I'll sneak some LSD in there. You'll go on a long sleep trip. And then I'll fart in it. And then you'll really be on a long sleep trip.
You'll be on a you'll be the 1 foot in the grave sleep trip at that point.
You would fight me for that?
For farting in my CPAP machine?
Yeah.
That's a squabble offense, man. We might have to squabble a little bit, bro.
What if we make the pact right now?
Right.
Right now.
Okay.
Because if it ever happens.
Wait.
Like maybe
No.
next year.
This is
maybe
no.
next
Wait.
year.
No. Wait.
Listen,
I don't.
okay, it's not gonna happen.
I don't trust that deal because you make that deal in the event that it could happen, so you're not
If it ever
liable.
did.
Almost like how I had you drew your own holes in your own wall. Like,
Okay.
you're not gonna hand me
How
the
about
drill.
this? Can you listen to my deal?
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
I
good
don't-
deal.
Okay.
It
I
is
hear
a
you
good
out.
deal. Okay.
As
In
you.
the event it ever did happen,
Okay.
let's say I was walking by, you were sleeping.
Yeah.
And I slipped and my butt landed on the CPAP thing and popped it open.
Right.
And like when I went to get up, I farted.
Okay.
And it went in there, and then I turned over and closed it because I didn't want it to be open and it to be exposed. Let's say something like that happened, right? The deal is, you get to punch me in the arm. You get to punch me in the arm.
Why are you licking your fingers?
Because he just had some Cinnabons on him.
But don't lick your fingers while you're talking about farting in a CPAP.
How about that, man? You get to punch me in the arm.
I give you one good. Like, can I bruise you? Or is it like?
I mean, if
like,
you can, hey, you know what? You know what's funny is that I was thinking about this. It's so funny you asked that. The other day, I I was messing with Brendan. He punched me in the arm, so I was like, I'm gonna give him a try yours. That's
Yeah.
always funny.
Yeah.
Boom, got him right in the bone. I was like, oh man, I gave you a boner. But I was meaning like like I got him right in the bone. I was so embarrassed.
Wrong.
Oh, it was the wrong
Not the
choice.
best choice of words.
Thank God nobody was around.
Yeah.
'Cause it was so funny.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like a Charlie, but I meant like a bone because I felt
Yeah.
his bone when I felt
Oh,
his
you-
leg bone when I hit him. Like
you gave him a
ding, got
bony.
him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I called it a yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. See, I couldn't get away with that with daughters. Like, I would immediately
cannot.
have to
You
lock myself.
cannot.
Like, I have to call the police on myself. Like,
in
911. What's your emergency? Yeah, I'd like to report
can't.
myself.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Made a bad joke.
Yeah. See, that's why we don't play punchy games in my house, just to avoid those situations. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying that.
Oh man, so
To avoid
oh
boners.
man, yeah. Oh, see, you get 2 in the chat. That's 2 for you today, Pat.
What do you
Yes.
say? What do you say? I didn't hear it.
Jeez, Louise. All right, so Joel, you were speaking the other day, and you were talking about vintage clothes and how much they
My
suck.
God. They suck bad. Dude, I don't. Can you explain that to me, Pat? So we went to this. We went to the Optimus Hall, right? It's just like. Have you ever been there? It's in Charlotte.
No, I've heard about
It's
it.
in Noda, really.
Yeah.
So it's like all these restaurants inside there. Cool stuff to eat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like all kinds of stuff.
I'll notice the best for food.
Yeah, it is, and it's got all different types in like one building. It's a circle. It's like almost a circle. It's like a U, like a U, right? Well, they had this outdoor vintage market, and I thought, cool, it's gonna be like a swap meet or like a yard sale. People are selling old shirts, right? Like old NASCAR shirts from the 90s.
Yeah, of course.
$95.
Charlotte.
What? Wait. How much?
$95.
No way.
They were like
Oh,
$20
I thought you $95.
$95.
Oh, I thought you meant they were from 1995.
They were.
They're $95.
95 for
$95.
95. That's insane.
They were asking for so much, and they were just shirts like from the race in '95.
way.
Yeah, if you could find shirts like that, you could sell them to vintage spots for serious money
That's
because it's a real
outrageous.
market.
Wasn't
Yeah.
at least
People
Jeff
were
Gordon?
buying huge bags, all kinds, dude. Old Charlotte basketball shirts with the, like Muggsy Bogues and all those dudes. $95, $110.
Like, I'd love to have
because-
one, but I
just
don't want to
because they're
pay.
there.
But I don't want to pay
You're gonna pay,
95.
bro. You're gonna
That's
pay.
insane.
If you want it, you're paying, bro.
That's
And the
There's no
shirt,
way around it.
and it doesn't even say Jeff Gordon. It'll probably say like F. Orden. Like, you could
Well, a lot of it's
Yeah.
faded.
it's
Yeah,
faded. That's what I'm
legit.
saying. Like, you're not even gonna get.
outrageous.
Like, if
It's
mine
crazy.
doesn't, if my shirt doesn't clearly say 95, I don't want it.
So check it out, like a old Walmart camouflage shirt from the '90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Faded as crap. You couldn't even use it really. Brendan was looking at $25.
There's no way.
It's $2, bro. It's like $1. It's
no
50
way.
cents.
Yeah.
You know, it's
No way.
nothing. But because it's old, it's considered vintage, and it's terrible. some of the camo, bro. Not even name brand like Realtree. Just
Yeah.
camo. Walmart brand camo.
It's just Walmart brand camera.
Because that's from the '90s. It was selling for like $85. I was
That's
like,
insane.
this is
Like, what
ridiculous.
started
I'm
this
about
trend?
to start dumpster diving, bro.
Yeah.
If I can get paid.
What, here's the thing. What started
through.
it was, when people started dressing like the '90s, when that became a cool
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I mean, that's when it shifted, and so now everybody buys that stuff. So what they do is they go around to these thrift shops and they buy up all these shirts that have, if they can for sure date them to the '90s,
Yeah.
they can sell them for what they're for that.
We need to go to
for
like
that high
Goodwill
price.
or something.
You can't, but they're picking them, bro. They're already there. Your best bet is probably to hit some kind of yard sales, which I do love a good yard sale. Let me say
I
that
do
right
like
now,
a
please.
good yard sale. I
One
do
thing
like
you
a
never
good
buy at a
sale.
yard sale. One thing you never buy at a yard sale: underwear.
That's true.
Very true. Very good.
Would
point.
you? I mean, what? Okay, what criteria would you buy them for?
if
at
they
a-
were
at a
in a
yard sale?
package?
Yeah, that
What if
has
he's
never.
like, hey, what if he's like,
never-
listen, what if they were like really expensive underwear and he's like, man, I tried them on, they just couldn't fit me,
No way.
so you can get them for 15, but they're worth 100.
Listen, there's a rule, okay, and that rule simply is put: never wear another man's drawers. Like,
I think I've worn your drawers or you've worn mine at least once. That's
but not like here
That's
you
a
go.
fact.
Not like here you go. Like mixed
No,
up in the
but-
laundry.
through necessity.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Through necessity, I think,
that's
I
true.
think we've come there at a moment. So
That's
a
different.
fact.
That's called an emergency situation. But what I'm saying is, all right, let's take it for instance, right? Your old
Right.
ex-brother-in-law, like taking your drawers and
never.
wearing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I said?
we call that
Every time
pulling a.
That was a thing.
This is what it was. This is what happened. So
I didn't mean to
every
put you
time-
up front, but I just couldn't help but
No,
think
you're
about
fine.
it.
You're fine. Every time he would get them, and I'd see him wearing them, I'd be like, "Bro," I'd say, "Like, bro, are those my underwear?" He'd go, "Oh man, I guess they are." I said like this. I said, "You know what, dude?" I was like, "It makes me mad." I was like, "He's like, you want them back?" I was like, "Do I want them back?" No, bro. Like, do I want them back? You just wore them. You just sloshed your goodies in there, your meats and potatoes. I don't want it on there. I could not fathom in my mind. And every time I put them on, I would think about just
Hold on,
two
you got
sacks.
them again?
No,
You got 'em back?
no. If I ever took them back, this is why he got them, dude. I ended up with like 3 pairs of underwear, just cycling them through. Like, damn, my underwear. You know how quick underwear wear out when you wash them and wear them and wash them and wear them. You gotta wear them for like 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta hope you don't have a rough day. If you do, you're screwed. You're doing laundry all the time.
You are.
I
Bro,
mean, the answer is go buy more, but I did never.
Yeah.
I'd be at Walmart and I'd be like, oh, let's go look at the video games right by the drawers.
that's more important.
Just like, but then I get home and I'm like, freaking Josh, take all my drawers. I ain't got no underwear. I ain't got none. I need some underwear.
we call we call that pulling a juice. You know what I mean? Like that's what we call it.
So mad.
He
How do you
put his
steal another
fruit.
man's Like, how do you steal another man's drawers?
This man literally put his fruit in your looms. You know what I mean? Like that's what he did.
Yeah.
How dare he? How dare you?
Like, I don't even like to share socks either. I think that's another thing I
Yeah,
don't like
I
to
don't-
do. I think there's some people, but I don't want no athlete's foot.
Yeah.
no.
You know?
No.
You know?
Not unless I'm getting paid.
I'll give you $25 to put these athlete's feet socks on. You don't
No,
want that, man.
I was saying unless I'm
'Cause
an
then you know what you
athlete
need, Nick?
and have feet.
You know what you-
yeah.
You know what you need if you have
Tough acting connecting.
tough acting to acting. Boom, boom. Tough acting to acting. It attacks you right at the source. Bam. Tough act. Boom.
Dude.
It's so funny.
Old school
That's
commercial.
hilarious. Man.
Yeah, but
Commercials
yard
used
sale
to be so
draws.
good.
So, Patrick, yard sale draws. Are you in or are you out?
If they're in the package.
So they got to be packaged,
Like, not like
unbroken, unsealed, sealed
yeah.
package.
Sealed
What
package.
if? What
I might
if?
think about it.
Would you get away with the excuse of I opened them, I didn't wear them, and I put them back in?
No.
Is that good enough for you,
I can't
or they
believe
got to
that.
be
They
fully
have to be
sealed?
sealed, fully sealed.
You're
Like I bought
he's
2
like,
packs, I only needed 1. I'm just getting rid of these.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't need 8 pairs. I just want
I
4.
just need one.
I'm gonna sell this other pair.
Do you now?
Somebody might need them. Yeah.
Do you settle? Hold on. Do
Can we
you
have a
settle?
yard sale so I can sell these?
Do you settle for like mediocre underwear, or do you buy like nice underwear?
No, I mediocre because I blow through those girls.
Just zip through them. Quick
Underwear and
question.
me aren't friends.
I have a quick question. Since
You are.
we talked about underwear and Goodwill, have you ever like threw your underwear in with the Goodwill clothes that you donated? No.
I don't know if I've donated much before. I have. I just don't, I
Yeah.
don't remember what I gave
Yeah,
them.
mine's usually T-shirts.
I guarantee you, because it's laundry and I wash it, I've probably thrown some chonies in there. You know, just because I'm just dumping it all in there. It's probably gross.
Yeah, maybe by accident.
but yeah. I'm hoping they'll probably throw them away. Just like, oh, he threw his chonies in there. So sorry, Goodwill. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I wonder what stories people like that work at Goodwill have about.
Oh, we should
things they
interview
get
somebody.
in donations. What's the weirdest thing you've ever donated to Goodwill?
What's the worst thing I ever donated in general?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sent to Goodwill.
One time this guy said, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" And I said, "I don't smoke, but I'll give you this vape."
You vaped them
Give him a
up?
whole vape.
Modern day cigarette.
Vape daddy.
He's all,
Jane.
hey, thanks, dog.
Hey,
Give
straight,
him
hey,
an
straight,
entire
dude,
vape.
straight.
They give it back to you?
Straight.
Hey, straight. No, I said,
Hey,
keep that, John.
straight, bro,
I
straight.
said, there's like a whole pack in there, bro.
Yeah, you don't want nobody slobbing on your vape, man, just to get around.
Yeah, that's true.
I would never want it back.
Straight
Yeah.
it, dude. Yeah,
That's
no,
gross.
I don't think I've donated anything weird. It's usually been like clothes or shoes or just the general stuff.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
couldn't say there's anything weird. I think the weird thing would be like if you donated a dildo or something like that. I think that would
Yeah.
be kind of extreme. Like somebody might need one at discount.
Yeah, maybe you can't afford it. Things are getting expensive.
that's
Inflation.
That's true, man.
I might
Daily
donate
inflation.
I might donate my rose. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna need a rose. They're gonna need one of those.
What would you do?
Filthy Star.
Like, legit, right? Like,
This
what would you
podcast took
do?
a left. No, go ahead.
Okay, what? Wait. We're about to take a right.
Okay, let's do it. Detour.
We're about to make a quick U-turn and head up the freaking freeway, bro.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm riding.
Okay, all this crazy talk, right? Let's say, what if the dollar goes, right? How do you what do you do, or what do you utilize to, like, what do you have that you use to make profit off of?
Favors.
What's your go-to? Favors. He's
Building
like, hey,
favors.
hook me up, dog. Hey, let me borrow something, bro. Let
Oh,
me
you
get a
remember
gun
that?
right
Hey,
quick.
remember that favor I ran you? Hey, here's a IOU right there. I owe you a favor. I'm stacking up
so.
favors.
That's why I'm so nice. Why? I just want to have people who owe me stuff in case I need something.
Hey, you remember
In
that
case I ever
time?
need something. Hey,
You remember that time?
I always
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah.
I always say yes. I know, right? Because people want to owe me one day.
I got a good
That's
one.
fact.
I got a good answer. I know the new currency.
What would you do?
Likes, shares.
What do you mean?
Like likes and shares, like on social media, because it
poor as
seems
hell.
like a lot of people just like live off of, hey, if you give me 1,000 likes, you throw me 1,000 likes, I got you. Because I feel like
What?
people are chasing clout. Like that could be the new clout currency. Could be the new currency, right?
What about you, Patsy?
I have no idea. I'm screwed.
I think I could. Maybe I could dance. Maybe I could be a dancer, like doing ballet or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could be an exotic man.
Okay.
Maybe I could
But how would you make profit off of it?
show my body.
That's gonna cost you a nip.
It wouldn't cost me anything. It would
Be
cost
like
you.
a Jolie
Oh,
fan.
it cost me. Oh, body parts.
It would be like, they would say, here's how it would go. Hey, how much for that hamburger? And they'll say, what you got? I go. And he goes, on the house. So I think I'll have to pay. I have to pay with that. So I think that's one option I have. Another one would be,
I'm gonna throw you tooth crumbs.
how much now?
You overpaid. You overpaid. Hey, can you break 100? What's up?
I'll take 2. I'll take a double. Make it 2. Please.
Bah, bah, bah.
Oh, no.
How's this? Think about that.
Hey, I'm just saying, on the house,
Still be
right
poor as
there.
hell. No, he'd be
Hey,
the
your rent's
richest man
due.
alive.
Your rent's due.
Huh?
I said, you know, he'd be.
No problem.
Wait.
I got a whole new routine.
He's all, you still owe me half your rent. That was only $500 worth of dancing. Oh, damn.
Man, but I put my,
Hold on. How about this?
my legs are sore. Right. Oh, yeah, roll it in. Roll it in. Throw it back up. Give it to him. Rip their heart out.
All right. That's another $200 off. You owe me $300 more. I'm running out of dance moves.
Hey, you know what move I go to? I
Tell me.
rip your heart out. You want it back? No more rent. Put it back in.
On the house.
Debt's paid.
Yeah. On the house. You know?
Be like Scott
So
Pilgrim.
that's my go-to.
You got to go to the heart rip anytime you crump because you want them to know you're serious, right? That's what you do.
No. Hey,
You're
could
welcome.
Could you be a beggar?
Hey, man, for my family, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I got to do. You feel me?
How about just, hey,
It's my family.
check out. I'm running out of gas. I got to get back to Georgia.
So,
Everybody's
everybody's going to Georgia.
I got $25 cash. I got a card. I'll give you gas. No, I ain't cash only. I got to put it on myself. I got to put it in myself. It's my religious.
I put on.
I'm religious.
It's my religion.
My religion says I can only use cash to pay for gas.
That's right.
It's in there. It rhymes.
It's in there.
know?
It rhymes, so it makes sense.
It has to be a fact.
It has to be a fact. If it rhymes,
rhymes,
it's the rule.
facts.
That's what they say.
Real.
Rhymes
Real.
are rules.
It's the double R. If it rhymes, it's real.
That's just what it is.
why rap is
And
the
we don't
truth.
make those rules. We don't make those rules. It's not
Literature.
something we came up with. That's the English language. Eat it.
Okay, so where are we at?
So you're just saying, like, if the dollar went kaput, like how would
so
we pay?
so that's what I would pay.
Yeah, just dancing, dance moves. I'd say favors. I feel like favors can get. I feel like favors go a long way. Like it works in the mafia.
Niggas like, hey, check it out. Listen.
It works in the mafia.
Listen, if you give me 14 pounds of rice, okay,
I'm gonna owe you.
I'll owe you.
See how quick that works. See how quickly that works. It works in the mafia. That's how the
Okay,
mafia.
so then he says, hey, bro,
Yeah.
you owe me something? Yeah. What we say? What would you say?
I would say yeah. I mean,
Say, whatever you need.
whatever you need.
Hey, take this guy out. Slam.
Hey, I mean, for my family.
For my family.
It's always the excuse, right? As a father, hey, for my family, I got to do what I got to do.
I got to feed my
But
kids.
Nick, you killed somebody, but it was for my family, so my family could eat. I had to do what I had to do.
You can do anything and be justified by because it was for your kids,
Yeah.
your family.
Hey, there's no more money. The dollar's gone, bro.
Yeah.
What else am I gonna do
You just did favors.
for my family?
You're doing what?
Pat said he's
What
screwed.
am I doing? I'm
Pat said I'm
screwed.
just dying. Like I'm just dying.
You're just gonna beg?
I guess.
Man.
There ain't nobody gonna give me no damn money. Look at me.
You got
Just look at me.
cut holes in yourself. I mean,
I'll
you-
sell. I'll just start selling stuff. But
Sell your
you
organs.
can't sell anything because their money is nothing. Does that mean
I
you don't
don't
have to pay all your debt? Does that mean all
The
your
organ,
debt disappears?
hey, the organ trade is still popping, though, Pat.
Listen, if I'm playing with dance moves, you can pay with something.
Yeah.
What do you got? What would you? Well, he's like, hey, how much? What are you gonna do for this burger?
Pat, you got
And
production
and
skills.
listen, and you just saw
Yeah,
this, Pat.
I have to go
You're-
to my
listen,
production skills.
Pat, you're behind me. You just saw this. And it's torn up, and he goes, on the house.
Yeah.
And you're next. And you're like, he's all, hey, what do you want? You're all, I'll have a chicken sandwich, please.
No,
You're like,
I start
"What
dancing.
about coleslaw and barbecue sauce and a little bit of mayo.
Oh, that's gonna
Okay.
call. Oh, you stacking up. Gee.
And he's all, add bacon. He's all, whoa, hold it down. What can you do?
Yeah.
You'll say.
Like hand it over and watch, and I take off running.
You need me to help you film a commercial?
Hand it over and watch. He goes, hand it over and watch. You'll
Yeah.
see. Oh, who's he gonna do with that?
Mike with the burger, you'll find out.
For my
Okay, so Pat, what are you gonna do?
Pat
I
said
don't
I'm gonna be
know.
Pat said I'm gonna be
Yeah.
mysterious. I'm gonna
Pat,
keep
your
you
life depends
guessing.
on it.
I'm gonna
life
shoot
depends.
a commercial with my phone to promote.
You're gonna-
Off
so
top.
you're gonna say, listen, for this burger, this chicken burger, I'll shoot you a whole thing
right now.
Yeah.
right now
now.
on the house. For
On
that
the
bird.
house.
That makes sense.
Just say, okay, that's a deal. See? No
See?
problem.
Pull it out. There you go. We're survivors.
Answers. See, we
We're
did it.
survivors. We made it. We made it through. And I think with our powers combined, we could be a force to be reckoned with, man. You got
What a
Nick.
strong gang.
You got Nick and his favors. Joel's dancing. Pat's over here filming his patootie off.
Well,
Like,
I was
who's
about to
going to
say,
turn?
in theory,
Who's going to turn that down?
in theory,
strong
if you
gang.
create, what if I filmed Joel dancing at
Right.
this establishment, created a viral video to where a bunch of people come there, and then he just gets a bunch of favors.
There you go. See?
Can you imagine like a bunch of people in line to get food, all doing different stuff?
It would be very entertaining if you worked at the establishment.
People doing magic tricks.
And you're the person to decide whether they get it or not. Hey, what do you do? Well, I moonwalk.
Make with the burger. You know what I mean?
What do you do? Well, I like to play. I'd like, yeah. Oh, wow. I took my tongue. Look at my thumb. That would be the funnest job ever.
That would be the
You're like,
fun job.
you know, denied. That's denied. Yeah. You get nothing. You know what that's worth? Hash brown. Make a.
Throw it at him.
Hey, you're the judge.
Yeah.
Get one
God.
single fry.
That would
You know what I
take
would
us.
do?
That would take us back
I would
to the,
every day. Listen, I would just hang out in the restaurant. Like
just waiting.
I would get my burger
Yeah.
in the house, and I would just hang out there.
Looking at your
Just watch.
competition.
Yeah.
Just watch people get rejected or injected with goodness.
Right.
How funny would that be? What a funny,
would be
what a funny. Hey,
crazy.
that'd be a funny
a
skit to
skit.
film
Yeah.
for the money. Yeah.
I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down. You know me.
Future, like when money doesn't exist, how would you pay?
What's the new current?
It's like a restaurant, and oh, that's so funny to me. We can do. I'm gonna sing a song for you. Oh, what do you got?
Hey there, Delilah.
We're a band, and we'd like to eat at your buffet. Oh, what you got?
Ooh. Dang, bro.
That'd be legit.
Oh man, just
You'd be the gatekeeper.
would be. Just that's so crazy.
The gatekeeper.
Crazy.
You decide who eats.
Starvation.
We were talking about yard sales. So Joel and I have gotten into antiquing. Pretty heavy. And here's the thing. It's actually a lot of fun. You know, especially when you come across like wonderful trinkets and treasures, right? It's truly one of those situations where they say one man's junk is another man's treasure. It's true. And antiquing is also an art form. Like you got to know what you're going in there for, or you'll be stuck there
Yeah.
all day. You
Is
know
it
what I
like
mean?
the TV show?
It's not. It's just like cooler because like you never know what you're gonna run into. What, are you okay there, bud?
That was so stupid.
The crummy. He's swept. He's swept in his own mind right now. Look at him.
Were you dancing for your food?
That was just so dumb. That whole sequence.
But it was good because he came up with a skit out of it.
That was,
Oh, Joel, are you verklept right now? Are you all right? You all
no,
right,
I just kept thinking about it. Seeing different,
Just
like different people doing different dumb things.
It's true, but that's what it will come down to.
Yeah.
How
It will
funny
come
though.
down to, bro. Humans are just
What if that's
free. We're just at a zoo. We're just free right
Yeah.
now until the cage closes, right?
We're
that's
just
what we are.
a zoo that is controlled by
We're
money.
performers. We're performers, man. That's just what it is. But
All life's a stage.
life's a stage. Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
that
yeah.
what they used to do for kings?
I was about to say the
Like you walk-
jesters. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
the
know, it was,
jesters used to do.
You know, I was listening, and this is we'll finish. This is a little conversation. What do you think? It's like, how do you feel? Like, and we're gonna just, and we'll just. It's just I know we're just talking about stuff, and that was so funny to me, and you guys make me laugh so much. That was so dumb. So, no, but me and Nick were talking about this kind of, you know, being a guy nowadays. You know how tough it can be sometimes. You know. Like, is it fair to say that guys who grow up, maybe not so much now, because I think that we're different as parents, right?
Yeah.
Our parents were different kinds of parents than we are, right? Like, is it fair to say that, you know, we're not taught really to express what we feel or express what we think, and therefore that there's a lot of like a lot of issues that guys deal with that really go unresolved that never really get talked about because it's just it's like a taboo thing.
Oh yeah, like we were taught to tough it out.
Yeah.
Like you're good, tough it out.
Is that the right way to do it? Because I have boys, and
Yeah.
I struggle with, is that the right way? Because I was also in the military,
Yeah.
so it's like a double dose. So sometimes I go between, and it's not on purpose. I don't mean to. I go between, where sometimes I'm understanding and more compassionate, and other times I'm way more like hard and not understanding.
Yeah.
So which is right, Because kids are softer now, and is
Yeah.
that bad?
Very
Is
much
that a bad
softer.
thing?
And they're way more smart assy now.
Right. Like, what does the future look like through those eyes?
I always swing towards communication. I think talking, like over communicating is better than under communicating
Yeah,
with kids these days.
I agree. And trying to get them to understand that there is a safe space to talk about
Yeah.
things, right? Which I don't know if, personally, I felt like that as a kid. Whether it was there or not, I don't know. But I don't feel like that was a moment that I had right there. That
Yeah.
I had somewhere where if I was questioning something that I could say, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think in my childhood, it was always like if you get in trouble, like you get a whooping or spanking, and
You
then
got
you
spanked?
go to your room and you sit until somebody comes in and says, "Hey, you're good now."
Did you get spankings?
Yeah,
Into how old? When's
Probably
the
like
age stop? Like I stopped
10.
spanking my oldest son
like 10.
10.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe not even that old. I mean, like maybe through like third grade, whatever age that is. That's my last spanking that I can
It's like
remember.
8, 9,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9
Like-
around that time frame. Yeah.
Like I think the last one that I can remember off the top of my head was like I was in third grade. I showed up at school started at 7:30. By 8:00, I had my name on the board with 3 checks. And for those youngsters who don't understand that, what they used to do in elementary school, and when we were in elementary school, like in the, I guess, early 90s, they would, whenever you got in trouble the first time, they'd write your name on the board. So they'd be like Patrick P. on the chalkboard. And then every time you got in trouble after that,
Wait. Patrick Pete on the chalkboard.
Patrick
Ew.
P.
I would have wrote your ass up. I would have wrote you up too, buddy.
Dirty dog.
And then like every time you get in trouble after that, they'd put a check beside of it.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah. And so like I got it called. My mom came and got me, took me home, gave me a whooping. Or
Did she pull your
spanking.
cheeks out, or was it on your pants?
No. I never got bare butt spanking.
Oh man, come on over, bro. That's something you need to experience.
Ooh.
Come over.
No.
I'll change your life right
I'll
now.
I'll pass.
No, why would you say that to your friend?
What? Did you want to spank my bare bottom on a podcast? I'm
Okay,
saying
why would
no.
you say it like? Okay, we okay. It wasn't so bad until you want to put it out there like that. I would absolutely not like to do that. My God, I'm so embarrassed. Man, you want to spank my bare bottom on a podcast? You want to bend me over, Joe? You want to spank my butt cheeks?
And this has been a moment
Would
with the
this be-
Tuesday podcast.
Well, hold on. Would this be a favor?
That would be.
Hey.
That's the definition. Because when you do it for your family, you'll do
It's
anything.
okay. I'll take a whooping for my kids.
But I mean, it's like what I was getting at is like usually I feel like our age group around that time was always like you get in trouble, you go to your room, like go to your room,
Like I
and
used
then
to
you
be
just sit
scared
in
of
your
my
room and you
parents.
cry.
Like I was scared of my dad. Like I didn't want to make him mad.
Yeah, me too.
Like I was scared.
Not in a bad way, not like he would beat me,
Yeah.
but like
Well,
like he was a disciplinary person in the house.
Yeah, not like I was gonna get like he was gonna sock me up.
Yeah,
Patrick.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Where are you?
He was
from?
just the authority figure.
Dad. I'm scared of my puppy. Why? He punches me for C's.
You get a C punch.
See punch.
So yeah. But what do you think, Nick?
Well, I think it comes down to a phrase, and I think we all heard this phrase growing up, and the phrase is called tough love, right?
Yeah.
And I think it has been.
Do you subscribe to that?
I think it's been very much misconstrued, and I think it was misconstrued even back when I was growing up, because listening to what Pat's saying and kind of listening to what you're saying, I feel it becomes misconstrued because I believe that I was robbed of showing emotion when I was a kid. And so now my biggest fear is robbing my kids of showing their emotion, because you got to remember the moment that a child tone goes up, right? The first thing we say is, don't disrespect me, when really it should be, let them finish, let them get out what they need to get out, because they're showing emotion at that time. And I feel like we stunt their growth and we put them in a position where they feel like, I can't be emotional around my parents, because they'll automatically strike it as me being disrespectful.
You know,
And so,
as correct
ahead.
as that is, I think it's so hard, even knowing those things, not to take it, no, Charlie, like disrespectfully.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like how do you, I mean, I pray every day for patience, and I pray for the ability to be more understanding of those moments and try to remember that they're kids and their age, and how hard it is even sometimes to just do the easiest thing, right?
I think
I
it's
get it.
I think it's important to set the boundaries of when it becomes disrespect. So I'm not saying let them fly off the handle and start cussing you out. No, that's a whole different level. But what I'm saying is, when it gets to a point to where you know it's taking a turn, that's when you got to step in and set the boundaries, right? And even afterwards, come back and say, hey, please understand, I'm okay with you being angry. I'm okay with you being upset. I'm okay with you expressing emotion. But what's not okay is when you begin to curse, or when you begin to go into a mode of disrespect. I can tell you, the one thing that sets me off with my girls is when I feel they've disrespected my wife. That's the only time that I kind of pop my top. But then I'll turn around and talk to my wife, and I'll say, well, why did you let them say that to you? And it doesn't bother her, right? And I used to think, like, how does that not bother you? But it's just where she's at with her level. And
You know, it's
and it's
what's
different.
funny
It's different from
is
mom
that-
to dad. Yeah.
no, I agree, and it's funny because I got boys, you know, and when they disrespect my wife or their mom, I get all gangster, like, hey, I mean, hey, chill out,
Shut
bro.
it down. Shut it down.
Hey, check it out right now. Hey, that's my wife right there. You talking to? I know
Right.
you my son, but look at me.
Right. Tone it down. Tone it down. Yeah.
Hey,
No.
I say that way
I'm
too
sorry.
much.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But-
I'm sorry. What's behind me?
Yeah.
How about when they look like they tell you they're looking at you, but they're like
Yeah.
definitely looking around you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frustrating.
I tell my like, I don't say it like that, but I tell my 4-year-old when I'm trying to have it talk to him, like, straight up, I'll be like, hey, Kirsten, look at me. And he's all,
Yeah. Well, you got to think we're putting them in a very vulnerable situation, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard, man. I wish I could say that I was just this calm person and allowed my children just to say what they ever wanted. It's not me,
Right.
because you also have to understand. I came up, and I can say this, and I've said this to my parents, and they completely agree. I came up in a house full of anger, right? The first reaction, angry. I'm angry. You screwed up. You messed up. You're just like your dad. You're just like this person. You're just like your brother, right? So then immediately I feel what? I've let you down. And I'm going to continue to let you down to the point you're comparing me to another person when I'm just trying to express to you how I feel in that moment, right?
Right.
And so I would avoid those things because I automatically felt like, well, it doesn't matter what I say because I'm instantly going to be labeled as a failure.
The bad thing about that, Nick, is that as you get older, it sticks with you like that.
Exactly.
yeah.
Like you avoid those things by nature now, and it sucks
Right.
because I struggle, and I'm going to say I'm with empathy. I do. Like I struggle understanding sometimes why somebody's upset about something, or why somebody's sad about something, and it's not my fault. But I know that when we were deployed, because things were happening so much,
Right. We didn't have time.
you have to shut stuff off, right?
Yeah.
And so it's hard to turn stuff back on. Right? And it's great because you don't go through certain things, which is probably bad.
Yeah.
But you don't deal with certain things, the same things that other people do in certain ways. But it sucks in a relationship. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
I think
it's hard.
Yeah, I think my biggest, and this is more towards like my partner as opposed to well, and probably the kids too, is like I'll without even intending, just joking around, come out with these smart ass comments. That's like, oh yeah, I thought you were gonna do the dishes today. I thought why did you park the car here? Oh, and like until not even realizing what I'm doing, it's just like hammering about stupid stuff. And then I'll say one thing, and then they go all, or they get upset and like don't want to talk or say, why do you always do this? Why do you do that? And then I realize I'm like, oh, I do that. Why am I doing that? And it's just like, I don't know.
It's reaction, you know?
Yeah. Because our
It's-
intent, especially with partners and kids, our intent is to make sure that they're happy as much as we can. Like, that's what I tell Cy and Garrison and Katie. Like, my goal with the amount of work that I do, like, that I live my life so that you guys can be happy
Right.
at like 99.9% of the time, as much as possible.
I agree. And it is trying to understand, trying to explain it. I forget what I was going to say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why are you saying that? I think, and one thing and I rarely toot my own horn, but one thing I think I'm getting better at, being in a house full of girls, is listening and then asking questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard thing to learn. That's a
Very.
hard thing to learn, because with listening, you know what you have to let them do? Finish.
And you can't be thinking about the next thing.
Yeah.
Because you
have to be in the
That's
moment.
hard.
So, and especially when you feel like you know what they're going to say, because usually women say the exact same things, right? Mm-hmm. And so you automatically get defensive, or even against your kids, you automatically get defensive because you're like, here it comes. But what I've learned to do is let them finish. And then the moment they're done, I start hammering with questions, right? Because I want to know, well, why do you feel that way? Why do you say that? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? It does one of two things. It humbles them, or it lets them start to see, oh, he actually is interested in what I have to say.
Yeah.
And what I've found is there's been less arguments, because now I know if I go to a question, it's going to shut it down, or it's going to give them time to really think, okay, I have to be, more detailed about what I say. Because I've told my wife from the very beginning, I am not a mind reader. I take commands from the tower and I roll, right? That is a learned discipline.
You're not a mind reader either?
Well, only for you.
I agree with you, though.
You're thinking about chocolate oranges right now.
Nope. Donkey chains.
Dang,
Big old thickies.
I've lost my powers.
But,
They're dying on me.
it's, I mean, it's like, who cares what people think,
Yeah,
I hug you guys. I
know.
tell you I love you.
you have to.
If you need to talk to me, you can. If you're struggling,
Yeah.
I gotcha. That goes for any of my friends. I might not be the most, like I have empathy. I understand what people are going through. I feel bad. But I do struggle sometimes with certain things, right?
Yeah.
Just because of other things, right? But I got you guys.
Oh, for
Anytime.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
And same.
And I think the interaction that we need to have as men going forward is hold on to traditional male values, but then we have to evolve, right?
Yeah.
To
Don't
be
be
more
afraid to-
vulnerable with each other, to
Yeah.
come to each other in those moments where we feel, because Joe knows, and Pat, you know, if I'm struggling at the crib, I'm calling you guys. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
even if it's because sometimes you need that vent time.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we don't really need to respond to you venting other than just, I got you, right? At the very end, be able to say, bro, I got you. Come to the crib. Hey, let's go meet up. Let's go do whatever, right? But I think what happens is there's so much pressure over the years for us to just suck it up and drive on. Well, we got to get to the point where we say, you know what? This sucks, and I want you to suck with me, right? Or,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going through this. I don't necessarily need you to say, oh, brother, it's going to get better. No, if I'm going through a crappy time, I just need my homies to go through the crappy time
Just
with
sit
me,
with
right?
me. Yeah.
And sit with me and just let me
Be
get it
my
out.
co-pilot on this journey.
Because guess what? That's not a knock on our masculinity. If anything, that's an empowerment to say, as a man, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
And now we can build each other up and move to a level to where we can start to teach other men that it's okay to be vulnerable. Because the truth
You know
is,
what?
and let me say this and let me get this out. The truth is, man, and it's not a knock against women. I love women, but women are actually their own worst enemy. And what I mean by that is women will be sis, I got you, until the moment they disagree, and then the first ones that knock each other down. We as men can't do that. We as men have to have a unified front to say, bro, I got you, and we got to get rid of this whole, what's disrespect, bro? You looking at me crazy. You might just be looking at me because you might know me. You know what I mean? So we got to break some of that stuff. And we have to just, again, learn to evolve, right? And I'm not saying it's all women, but women tear each other down a lot harder than men tear each other. Men can get in an area and be like, what's up, bro? What's good? You know what I mean?
But one thing that guys should do, guys, guys should really, compliment each other,
Absolutely.
Give a dude a what's up,
Tell that man he's handsome. Tell him he's handsome.
You ain't gotta be gay, but
At all.
What are you? You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong. Hey, there's nothing wrong with saying, Joe, your hair looks good today.
Guys just don't.
Joe's
get
hair
no
always looks
compliments.
good.
Pat, the way you shape your beard, I wish I could shape my beard the way you shape your beard.
Pat, if I was gay, I'd be with you.
Till the end of time.
That's a weird one.
Till the end of time.
That's a weird compliment.
We'd be partners for life.
But it goes back. It goes back to the whole concept, and I know we said this a bunch of times on this podcast, but the whole concept of us doing the podcast again as a group was because we needed that guy time. Like we needed our bro time every week. So if we don't get to see each other or go out or hang out and drink a beer every week, we still get this hour and a half to 2 hours of just us chatting like this and hanging out, which is like therapy.
It's real.
Like every week.
100%. That is true.
Don't deny me, my bro.
I really enjoy it.
Absolutely, man. Hey, good topic,
it's been a
Joel.
fun time.
Good topic, dude. Man, that's what's up.
Hey, also, Jim.
What are you eating?
What's up?
Peanuts.
Oh,
Dang, he went from Cinnabons to peanuts.
Look at.
Peanut nut chin. You got nuts on your chin. You got nuts on your chin. You got
What the shit?
That's one for me. You set me up. You're such a setter-upper.
All I said was nuts on my face. Oh,
That's one in the chat. Give him
no,
one.
I thought I was good. I
get
thought I
one.
was gonna. No, look, I thought I was gonna make it work better, like real normal, but no, still not real. Like
it
terrible.
wasn't at all.
You get one right. Hey, you getting it right back, buddy. That's back for you, sir.
Narver. Why
Yar,
would you
sir.
want-
Yar, sir.
Nar, please.
Yars. Yars for yar. Man, no, it's a good time, man. These have been such great, man. I'm really enjoying this thing, man. So I guess we're at the point where we're going to go ahead and finish this thing out. And, of course, we always push out our shameless plugs. So I'm going to get started with myself because I normally don't. But you can catch me on Instagram at RickDynasty1. You can catch me on TikTok at Nick Clemency Comedy. Of course, you can catch us on the Tuesday YouTube page and Tuesday, is it .com?
.com. Yeah,
Tuesday.com.
CHWSDY.
All right, with that, I'm going to pass it over to Yoel.
Oh, what's up? You guys can you can find me on Shut Up Dude on Instagram. Too many Trulies. No, I'm just joking. I'm truly kidding. No, on Instagram it's your J Jinx or Joel Reyes, and on TikTok is Jinx Shame, and you can find me on Facebook under Joe Reyes. Check us out, guys. We really enjoy this. What a good time. What good conversation. I appreciate you guys, and I really enjoy all the combos because, it's really fun.
It's a good time. It's a really good time. All right, Pat, finish this out, man.
As always, go subscribe and hit the notification bell on the YouTube. Tuesday, we have podcast episodes every week. We're about to kick up new challenge videos, which are always fun. That includes everything from hot jelly beans to eating like dehydrated bugs to all kinds of crazy stuff. Super fun. Dragon, beef jerky, stuff like that. But yeah, make sure moving with this podcast, if you watch it on YouTube, moving forward, we will release our episodes back to Tuesday. So on Tuesday, the Tuesday episode will come out, and it will be available by video. I mean, in the past, if those listeners or watchers, viewers, I should say, in the past, the video was on YouTube. Now the video is available on YouTube and Spotify. So if you have Spotify Premium, you can jump on there. Make sure you subscribe or follow, I think, to Spotify. And then you get all our videos every Tuesday when we top them out. And yeah, Tuesday Patrick on Instagram. And once again, Tuesday.com, CHWSDY.com for everything Tuesday. T-shirts coming soon.
Yeah, and I'm going to take us out, man. Listen, guys, I just want to say thank you so much. Joel, I appreciate you. Pat, I appreciate you. And I just want to say to everybody out there that's listening, take time for yourselves, make time for your family, make time for your life. God loves you, so do we. And we'll see you on the next episode. Later.